kick it, Jackie Chan.
Hello everyone and welcome to the March edition of MBC News. I'm Lana Sacker.
And I'm Megan Ripsom. You know, Lana, you have really long, beautiful hair. Do you have any trouble maintaining it?
You know, Megan, since my hair is naturally curly, it can sometimes be a hassle. So I often have to use Cantu products as well as a straightener to help maintain it.
Well, I think you do a really great job maintaining it, but I know some of us need a real hair professional from time to time.
Yeah, well, one MHS student here at the high school has plans other than college after high school. So Naomi Grolmes actually plans to attend the Aveda Fredericks Institute to become a hairstylist. Aaron Brewer has the story.
Let's check it out.
When you hear seniors at Mason High School talking about where they're going to college, you hear names like UC, OSU, and Miami. But there's a senior at MHS that's taking a different route. Naomi Grolmes is headed to Aveda Fredericks Institution after she graduates.
I chose this school for college instead of just a traditional college like Miami because I always grew up around hair. My mom was always doing hair when I was younger. I use my hair as kind of like my confidence booster, and I love changing it. I love just experimenting. So I just wanted to reach out to other people and help them do the same.
Naomi was influenced by her mom, who is also a hairstylist. She always enjoyed the confidence that comes from beauty, and she believes she's making the right choice for her.
Anybody else that doesn't want to go to a traditional college, I support 100% because college really isn't for everyone, and school isn't for everyone because you can learn the same career without the degree, and just you can do whatever you want, just chase whatever your goal is, and they have a school for it no matter if it's traditional or not. My next few years, this is a 13-month course, so by next December I'm really hoping to be finished and just working for myself and just really branching out on all my different clients as well. After this, I really want to get into like a big salon and then eventually work up to owning my own and just really branching out and seeing whatever I can do.
Becoming a hairstylist isn't for everyone, but nearly everyone wants their hair to look pretty. So Grolmes knows she's entering a career field where looking good will always be in demand. So hairstyling may not be for everyone, college isn't either. And Naomi Grolmes is a great example as someone who's choosing a career path that doesn't include a traditional four-year college, but it does put her on a path to pursue her passion. I'm Aaron Brewer, MBC News.
You know, it's awesome Naomi is taking a way she loves to express herself and turning it into a potential career. I mean, sometimes I wish I had the confidence to do something more with my hair.
Yeah, and you know what, Megan? Confidence is a skill that will go a long way in life. Whether it's saying a speech or introducing yourself to someone for the first time, it's a skill we should use in whatever we do.
And I totally agree with you, and confidence can be used in interviews too. I know as high schoolers, we're all looking for jobs, and we'll have to go through that interview process.
Well, speaking of jobs, Kings Island is always hiring and welcoming new applicants.
Evan Ponstingle took a trip to KI to find out what it has to offer new employees.
It's that time of year again. High schoolers want money and are on the hunt for a job. But what many people don't realize is that Kings Island is looking for over 5,000 students to fill jobs at the theme park.
Food and beverage, you can work behind the counter, waiting on guests or taking their payments. Games department, you can get people to come over. If you're really outgoing personality, you can come over and play my game. Merchandise, you can help people pick their souvenirs. That's really something that an outgoing person would like to do.
Not only is Kings Island looking for a variety of skill sets to fill a variety of jobs, there are also flexible work hours available.
We're a very flexible employer. We work around people's schedules, and that's very important for people who are in high school and college. So if you were in a school sport, for example, you can give us your schedule and we'll work around that.
Whether it's saying welcome back riders or serving up everyone's favorite blue ice cream, Kings Island has jobs for all skill sets and interests this summer. I'm Evan Ponstingle, NBC News.
You know, Megan, I really need to find a job.
Come work at Graders with me. We're always hiring.
Well, you know, I'm not sure if I'd want to do that. This is enough.
All right, then you come up with a better idea, Lana.
Well, actually, some MHS students here at the high school have thought of some amazing ideas and are ready to put them into action.
As we know, the Ignite Your Vision had students vote on the ideas that they like best, and now only 3 can become a reality.
Anna Kanazowicz checked in on the progress of these ideas.
Heated food, Zenden, and the best parking plan on this side of the Mississippi are just a few of the 21 finalists in the brand new Ignite Your Vision project, fueled by the creativity and desires of MHS students. I met up with a few of the creators to see just what these changes could really look like.
And I have the idea of the coffee shop for MHS, and so far my team has kind of been working, and we're talking about putting it somewhere like in the Kiva. We're actually trying to combine both of the winners for the 1500 for like the relaxation room and the coffee shop to go together in like the Kiva, and we're trying to figure out a way to have like a ton of coffee drinks and like lattes, and like for people that don't like coffee, we would try and implement like smoothies and tea and all kinds of things like that. And then like later on, as the coffee shop gets more and more successful, we're going to try and add in like, you know, food and stuff and kind of make it like a mini Starbucks.
Seniors won't even be here to experience the change. However, that doesn't stop class of 2019's Amanda Harper from working through the bumps of the creative process to make sure that she leaves her mark on MHS.
So my idea is to have seniors have the ability to paint their parking spots before school starts. This could be with anything that they like. It could be their interests, TV shows they like, sports, programs they have in school. Basically, it gives them a creative outlet to express what they like about their life. And so the $0 cost didn't really affect our project. It just inspired us to be a little more creative. So for our project, basically you're going to have to pay $5 to $10, some amount like that, to be able to do this, but that will make it self-sustainable, and so that cost will go towards covering up the parking spots at the end of the year, and then whatever profit we have after that will go towards some community fund or charity that will help the community. But every day they'll see a reminder of who they are and their mark on the school as soon as they pull up.
Mason students are paving the way for change and working towards what they want, even if it's microwaves for mac and cheese and eliminating homework. Regardless, MHS would love to welcome all of these ideas, but in reality, only 3 will be chosen. I'm Anna Kanazowitz, MBC News.
I'm really excited to see which ones will ultimately come to MHS. I mean, I could really use some iced coffee in the mornings.
I'd be buying too. But you know what's even cooler is the fact that individuals are using their passions to spark a dream that will soon become a reality.
Well, we all know of the amazing Mr. Fox and how he's one of the most genuine people MHS has been blessed with.
And even he has taken his aspirations into his own hands. Mr. Fox used his experience with high school students to write his own book.
You know, I'm not much of a reader, but yeah, right is definitely something I'm willing to try.
Simone Scott sat down with Mr. Fox to get the latest and greatest on his book.
Everyone knows Jim Fox is a friendly face in the halls of Mason High School, but many were surprised with his release of his first book, Yeah Right. Over the summer, Jim Fox used his experience with high school students to write the book centered around a teenager's unusual circumstances.
I based the story on a high school student who has been bounced around from school to school his entire life by the government. He and his family were moved around by the government, and the reason that they moved him around was to keep his identity a secret and to keep his background information quiet, because he was the product of a government experiment that went wrong. The idea sort of popped into my head at the beginning of last summer, so I just started writing it and went with it.
Mr. Fox recently teamed up with the Comet Zone for a book signing where MHS students and staff could purchase the book and get it signed by our very own.
I approached the Comet Zone about selling it in-house, and I wanted to market it towards students, but I also wanted the Comet Zone to get a cut of the book so that they could make some money off of it in exchange for them selling it for me. But I talked to Dr. Scalfaro, and we sort of jointly came up with this idea of a book signing, and it really went well, and they've done a great job of getting the word out and marketing it for me, and it was a really good experience. There were a lot of kids that would mention before the book signing, hey, I want to come up and I want to buy your book and get you to sign it. And so the excitement sort of built from there, and it was a lot of fun having students that I've known for 4 years that I've talked to off and on saying, hey, I want to get your book, and actually having me sign it for them was an honor for me to sign it for kids that I knew.
Mr. Fox spends every day being there for the students and staff of Mason High School. The release of his new book gave them the opportunity to show the same love and support that he has given us so much of. I'm Simone Scott, MBC News.
I am so happy for him. He certainly deserves all the attention he's getting.
He always brings so much joy to the school and is constantly radiating positivity.
You know, Lana, today's actually National Happiness Day. Riley Malloy hit the halls to find out what makes MHS smile.
Today, March 20th, is National Happiness Day. And with so many things to smile about, we hit the halls to see what makes the students of MHS happy. Who's the funniest person you know?
Bob Ross.
Maddie Fago.
Funniest person I know is Nolan McCormick, hashtag Matt Sora.
Shreya.
Aww! What's the last thing that made you smile? What is the last thing that made you smile?
My dogs.
Niraj losing in the state finals. I don't know, a good meme.
Who's the funniest person that you know?
Courtney.
Logan Dalton.
Who's the funniest person you know?
Probably my dad.
What's the last thing that made you smile?
Memes.
Well, this class actually, Sammy, she fell out of her chair.
When I found out that I didn't get out of Nerf Wars.
My math homework. Food.
Oh, food. What was the last thing that made you smile?
Nothing.
What's the last thing that made you smile?
Waking up at 9:30 this morning.
Going to the bathroom after holding it in for a really long time.
Yikes.
I guess this question.
Seeing his shining face early in the morning.
Myself.
Who's the funniest person you know?
Myself.
Whether it's finally going to the bathroom or watching your friend fall out of her chair, it seems like there's a lot of things to smile about here at MHS. I'm Riley Malloy, NBC News.
You know, Megan, sports is something that really makes me smile.
And that's perfect, because Dayton Crowley has the latest and greatest in Comet Sports.
I got that California.
What's up, Comet Country? My name's Dayton Crowley, and I'm back to bring you guys another edition for Comet Sports. If I had to stamp a theme onto this edition, it would have to be championships, because we have two individuals and one team here at the high school who performed highly in their respected tournament run. To begin, Chris Donovan. Not only in a season where he became the most winning wrestler in Mason history, he took down a two-time state champion on his course to become the #1 ranked wrestler for the 145-pound weight class in the state of Ohio. Speaking of back-to-back, the girls' swim team went back-to-back, overcoming the fact that not a single swimmer won an individual race. It was a collective team effort, and they took down the second-place team by only 3 points. Coach Sullivan has built a juggernaut here at the high school, and I'm excited if they go for a three-peat. I'm also excited to see what Adam Chaney does next season for his senior season in the pool. Kylie Gigliotti got a chance to talk with him about his plans for the future.
The Comet Swim team is no stranger to championships, awards, and titles, but one Comet swimmer is preparing to take his talents to the next level. Adam Chaney, potential Olympic athlete, has already broken 2 state records this month, one being set almost 27 years ago. A top prospect for many big schools, saying it's a big year for Adam is a bit of an understatement.
Some of my long-term goals in swimming is definitely getting to college and competing at a higher level, and then going on to compete at Olympic trials. This summer is a really big summer to me. You know, I leave June 7th to go to Europe for a trip for Team USA, and then later that summer, I think I'll compete at nationals at Stanford, and hopefully can make the team to go to Budapest for World Champs.
With only one more season swimming for the Comets, Chaney has a lot to think about regarding his future. Not only his travel agenda for the summer, but where he will be swimming for the next 4 years. With hundreds of great programs across the country, Chaney hopes to make his decision soon.
My biggest motivation going into college swimming is definitely getting to compete against higher level swimmers. A big part of swimming and like where I want to go, what I want to do athletically and academically, and I want to balance out both of those and where I want to make my decision. You know, I'm still looking, and hopefully I can make a decision soon. A big motivation this past year has definitely been my teammates. In and out of the pool, you know, we're a really close group. I believe nobody is even closer than we are to each other. So we definitely, you know, every practice, you know, we're racing each other, we're up on the blocks. You know, nobody has more fun than us. We're always cracking jokes. We're really calm and relaxed.
Being a part of America's top 20 swimmers is no small feat. On top of a big college decision and preparing for Olympic trials, it certainly has been a big season for Chaney. One day we may even see this comet wearing stars and stripes for the USA. I'm Kylie Gigliotti, MBC Sports.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Game Swap. As the winter season comes to an end, we like to welcome our spring sports. Today I'm here with varsity baseball player JP Sponseller and varsity track athlete Alexia Ryan, who are going to switch spots and put their knowledge of different sports to the test.
10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will.
So JP, you're obviously really well known for playing baseball. You were on varsity when?
My sophomore year.
Your sophomore year, so you're clearly good at what you do. Track, however, you've never even attempted to do a hurdle. Does that scare you at all, intimidate you? Like, what's running through your mind right now?
It's a little bit scary. Definitely got some nerves going, but I'd say I'm excited for the most part. You know, go out here and give it a shot.
Yeah. Do you think, well, if you were to fall or hit any part of your body, what do you think your reaction to that's going to be?
Probably get up and try it again.
Yeah?
I'm trying to prove that baseball players are in fact athletes, so I'm either going to prove that today or disprove it, but we'll see.
All right, well, I like that kind of attitude. Let's check it out. So what JP doesn't know is that he's actually about to use some girl hurdles. So the girls and guys use different heights, and obviously the guys are usually higher. Well, JP obviously doesn't really know what he's doing, so he's going to start off with a girl's height. So let's see how well, or not well, he does with that. So you were able to attempt the regular men and women's height for hurdles, and then you tried doing the college level and it just didn't work out in your favor, like at all. So what's running through your mind right now?
You see, early on I had going in my head that I was gonna beat Game Swap, you know, like defeat the game, and I was gonna be the one.
Oh yeah.
But raise it up to the collegiate level, and obviously I'm not there yet.
Yeah, no.
But
you almost
some work
beat...
in the off season.
Yeah.
I feel like I could get there next year.
10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will.
So do you think that you're gonna have a lot of like hand-eye coordination, or is it just all leg and it's just no arm?
Yeah, I don't have any hand-eye coordination at all, so this should be very interesting.
It shall. Let's check it out. She's got talent.
Yeah,
I mean, she's like a rookie, like in the business, like seriously. So now that we've seen how well you can hit the ball, let's see how well you can catch a ball, because those are two completely different things. So, you ready for that?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, let's do it. So I think today we were very surprised at how well you were able to jump over hurdles and how well you can actually hit and throw and catch a baseball. Like, I don't know, but I was kind of shocked. I mean, you did fall, and it was a horrific fall, and you swung and missed quite a bit. But is there any takeaways that like you have from today's experience?
I'd say self-confidence is big. You can't really do anything in life without self-confidence, so really just hyping yourself up before you go do something is really important.
Yeah, and saying that you're going to beat Game Swap, I mean, that's like legendary. Alexia, any significant quotes from you today?
I think I'm going to stick with track.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think you should stick with baseball, you should stick with track, but I'm very proud of you both for trying new things. Yes. Of course. Thanks for joining us on this edition of Game Swap. Be sure to tweet out to us to let us know who you want to see on our final edition. We hope to see you next time. I'm Lana Sacker, NBC News.
Even though JP didn't beat Game Swap, we still had a winning season here in Comic Country.
Well, thanks for joining us on yet another edition of NBC News.
A lot of hard work goes into this broadcast, and we couldn't do without our fantastic cast and crew.
From everybody in front of and behind the camera, I'm Lana Sacker.
I'm Megan Rubso.
Today's broadcast was brought to you by The Comet Zone. The Comet Zone at Mason High School. We have all your spirit needs, from your classic black hole t-shirts to your favorite and most popular comfort tees. Pick up some trendy Comet accessories, classroom novels, and Mason Comet novelties. The Comet Zone can also create custom gear for your team, club, or organization. The Comet Zone. Get in the zone.